Wanted to hop on here. First of all, my YouTube video is out today. I hope you guys are enjoying it. You seem to be. There's good feedback. Everybody loves a good thrift store shop. And we hit the jackpot, Courtney and I. So that video is out and it's been out for about 3 hours now. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. But first, I just wanted to get on here live to to answer really any questions that you might have, because 2 days ago, we posted here and on all social platforms that we launched our trip. We're going to be launching it to Portugal on Saturday. And we talked all about it. It's happening next year. It's another Trova trip, another group experience with my ladies. And it is October 5th through the 11th of 2026, up to 21 travelers, 7 days and 6 nights. And it is going to be so fun and adventurous. So Court is on a Google Meet call with me so she can hear me and she can pop on and help me answer any questions that you guys might have about this trip. But the most important thing to mention is that the trip itself goes live this Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's when you can secure your spot. And to do that, you will click a link, again, which will be provided, where you can read about the trip. And when the trip goes live, the first 21 people to secure their spot will be accepted and entered into the trip, and then a wait list builds. And so let me just say this, please, 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 if you don't make it as one of the 21 people, please secure your spot on the wait list, because for whatever reason, we've had situations where people in the past have had to cancel, whether it's, for family events or life events or whatever it may be. And so people from the wait list have been moved up onto the trip. So I say that as an encouragement, because we've had so many wonderful women on these trips who were on the wait list and they thought, oh, shoot, I didn't make it. And they made it. So let that just be an encouragement. But we expect this trip to go fast for a couple of reasons. It seems that Portugal has become like the spot. Everybody's going to Portugal these days. When we posted about this trip, I can't even begin to tell you how many people commented about, I've just been to Portugal, or I've, been there in the last couple of years. Amazing, you're going to love it. So many people from Portugal saying, I can't believe you're coming to my country. This is so exciting. The feedback has been tremendous. And I will tell you that when we were talking with our contacts at Trova Trip, that's the company that curates these experiences, they've added a lot of different itineraries to the selection. And we were looking at a lot of different places. There's so much to choose from. But I want to make sure that we're picking a place that is of interest to my audience. We've polled you guys in the past of, where your top destinations are, types of experience, types of activity level, types of, how much moving around or not moving around do you want to do? And those things really, really help us determine where we're going to go and the types of activities. So this particular itinerary was so highly rated by Trova and by people who have been on this trip, that when we talked to them kind of about our wish list, they kept saying, we think you and your audience are going to love this trip. I, in particular, am super jazzed. I've never been to Portugal. So this will be a new experience for me, just like Bali was as well. So let me give you some details. And again, Courtney's going to put a link to the trip site itself, where you can take all the time you want and read through the itinerary and dive into the details and do all that kind of, thinking and planning and all of that. But the trip activity, oh, do we have something, Court?
Yeah, just people are starting to hop on now. So if you want to just recap when where that we're talking about Portugal and when it is.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. So thank you for that. So the reason why I've hopped on this live is that I wanted to take advantage of the fact that you may have questions about the trip announcement that I made a couple of days ago. We are launching another Trova trip next year. We are doing only one trip. Last year we did two. We did Ireland and Bali. This year we are just doing one, because we've got some other things in the pipeline that we're excited about that might tie up the calendar just a little bit. But we have selected Portugal as our destination. The trip will be October 5th through the 11th, 2026, up to 21 travelers. We know that's going to book up quick. 7 days, 6 nights. The trip price is early bird for booking this Saturday will be $4,739. Regular pricing is $4,939. So let's go over what this trip is about, what's included and what is not included. We will be starting off in Lisbon, and we'll be doing a tuk-tuk city tour. Tuk-tuks are those little kind of mini cars, three-wheel mini cars that are kind of open air. And that's really fun. You know, we did that in Bali and we were on scooters. And y'all, that was such a highlight. I can't even begin to tell you. And you just kind of go from place to place to place and you're taking in all the different food of the region. So we have that, a foodie's intro to Lisbon. So yes, there will be a lot of eating on this trip. A Lisbon sunset cruise, which should be beautiful. A surf class on the Estoril coast. So we're doing in city Lisbon, and then we've got a coastal experience as well. The surf class, I promise, will be so fun, not crazy. They provide wetsuits, so we'll be comfortable. But what a neat thing! I think I've tried to stand on a surfboard once in my life. I don't know. This should be great. There's an Algarve market visit, a caves boat tour, beautiful, stunning caves tour. People rave about that. 7 hanging valleys hike, not too strenuous, I promise. And vineyard tour and tasting. And who doesn't love that? Okay, so what's included in this trip? Double occupancy rooms in 4-star hotels. The hotels are beautiful. We have a local guide throughout the trip. The guides on our trip have really set the tone and have made it such an experience. And we all have felt such a deep connection to the guides and their level of knowledge and passion for their country. It really makes the experience. All city transfers are included, 6 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and 2 dinners. So what's not included? Flights. Everybody's responsible for their own flight. That's actually a good thing because we get to book so far out. We're launching this trip this Saturday. It's not actually happening till October of next year. So there's really a great opportunity to search for flight deals. A lot of people use points and miles to help with the cost of the trip, or even to use that for maybe upgrades in the trip. Food and alcohol outside of what I just mentioned about the 6 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and 2 dinners. That will be on you. Visas and travel insurance, not covered. Airport transfers outside, not covered. Tips and gratuity, not covered. Everything else is, and it is such a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We've had quite a few questions. We've been live on Facebook and Instagram, and people have asked, is the price paid in full, and is it due at the beginning? And Court, correct me, it's 25% in the beginning, and Trova Trip does offer payment plans as well if people need to pay it out. So that's available. We have, oh, is there anything else, Court?
Yeah, someone said, is that American dollars for the price?
Yes, 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 yes. It is American dollars.
And then someone said, are Canadian gals able to participate?
Yes.
And everyone can. This is super international. Everyone can come and meet us in Portugal.
Yes, in fact, we have so treasured that. I mean, I would say on average, 90% of the audience has come from the States, but we've had quite a few come from Canada, one from Berlin, one from England, and one from Mumbai, India. So this is open internationally. And if Portugal is in your heart and doing group travel with like-minded women is in your heart, then this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I would say on average, the women range in age anywhere from 40s through 70s. You know, we have such a wide age range because that's who's following my platform. I even had, it was great, in Facebook, we had someone who said, I'm a young 84-year-old. And I'm like, come on, come on this trip. If my mom were still here, she would be signing up for each and every one of them. So if you're young at heart and you love to travel and you love experience and female connection, this will be such a trip for you. Such a trip for you. Yes, ma'am.
Linda from our Bali trip is on.
Is she?
She said, go, go, go. Highly recommend going. I was blessed to go to Bali. Absolute trip of a lifetime. You will not regret going. Wonderful woman. Dominique Sachse are fabulous.
Oh.
So sweet. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda. We miss you. What a beautiful soul. I feel such a sense of deep connection to these ladies. It's so powerful. Just to let you know, the first trip that we did was in Greece, and that was October of 24. A year later now, in October of 25, they had a reunion trip and we were invited to go, Courtney and I, but we were just on the heels of Bali and we couldn't make it work, unfortunately. But they all gathered in Atlanta and they had the best time. They FaceTimed us from the end of this trip. And can I tell you, the joy, the camaraderie, the laughter, the connection was so heart-filling. And what was really neat to see was just the changes in the women and growth and evolution. And some who were a little bit more shy were like out of their shells and just full of life and just exuberance. And some are like starting new businesses. And I mean, saying yes to an experience like this has just opened the door and opened the pathway to other bigger and even more profound yeses. And I love that this is like that leap off the high dive for a lot of women, and then it just becomes a thrill, and it just becomes this overcoming of imagined fear, which a lot of us, have had to overcome in our lives. And it's a beautiful thing. I will tell you that a lot of the women who have joined me on these trips, they've all said the same thing. Many of them have said, "Oh my gosh, I sat there and I was so excited, so excited." And I was at my computer, 10 a.m. Central Standard, and I hit yes. And they were like, "Oh gosh, what have I just done?" Sort of that I'm in, and now, oh, I'm in. And there's that sort of settling in of, I'm making a really big, bold choice here. And not only that, some of them have been encouraged by their family, their husbands, their children, "Mom or honey, go do this for yourself." And it has just been such a life altering for not just them, but me too. And that's why we continue to do it. We are so excited that Portugal is our go-to place this year to journey together, and it's going to be just an extraordinary experience. Um, is there anything else?
If you could remind people of the price one more
Uh-huh.
time.
Yeah, pricing, early bird. I feel like, we say early bird and regular. Regular would really only apply to somebody who's on a wait list who got moved up, right? Because if anybody signs up, 10 a.m. Saturday morning, aren't they getting that early bird price,
Yep.
$4,739?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I thought. Okay, so basically, if you sign up Saturday morning and you get in, your price is $4,739. Regular price is essentially $200 more, $4,939. But if you don't get in and you are on the wait list, please do not be discouraged by that. Like I've said before, we have had people who have gotten moved up from the wait list, from those who have signed up and due to unforeseen circumstances are unable to travel. So there is hope. um,
Someone said that they'll already be in Lisbon,
uh-huh.
so they said maybe they can meet up with us to have a coffee or tea in person.
I
Which,
see that.
yeah,
Yes. We have actually had, you guys, it has been crazy. This happened to us in Greece. There was a
mhm.
woman who wanted to get on the trip and she was unable to, and she wound up joining another group travel trip. And as it turns out, she was at the exact same place where our group was. And she came up to us and she said, "Hi, my name is so and so. And, I was hoping to be on this trip and I wasn't able to get on, but I wound up saying, yes to this trip." And we were able to meet her and hug her and love on her in person. And it was just such a surreal moment to literally be halfway across the world with a woman, who was trying to join the trip. So, and then it happened to us also when we were in Ireland. We were just kind of walking the streets on a tour, and we had a lovely lady who was a follower, just say, "Oh my gosh, it's you." And I remembered you talking about the Ireland trip, and I hoped I would run into you, and here we are. And so we've had so many surreal experiences like that. So yes, if you're already in Lisbon, I'm sure we can connect and you know, find a way to say hello.
Yeah, and then a couple people asking about ages for this trip, and
Hmm.
definitely women in midlife. I would
Hmm.
say probably like 40 is like the lowest.
Hmm.
Anyone over 40.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be, basically whoever follows me. And on average, I mean, I do have some 30 somethings, even a few 20 somethings trying to get a leg up on midlife. And I love that y'all are here. I would say on average, my audience ranges from 40s through 70s. I have quite a few 80 somethings also, and I'm so grateful for you. And if this speaks to you, come on, you know, it's open. So yeah, no restrictions per se, just if you feel that you can handle this kind of travel and if this itinerary speaks to you. You know, we do have a lot of moving parts and a lot of excursions, and you know, I want to make sure everybody who signs up is really ready to go and participate in all of those things, because it's really important. There's so many women who want to do this and be a part of this that, you know, we would never want to deprive anybody of that experience. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Link is here. Court, they can find the link in the description. Is that where you've added it?
It's in the description. It's in a pinned comment. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook.
It's everywhere.
It's very easy to find.
You can't escape it. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's it. We will be going, the trip goes live 10 a.m. Central Standard on Saturday. I think that's it. Are we popping on any more at all, Court, or doing some reminders maybe beforehand?
Yeah, we'll do some reminders tomorrow.
Okay.
But yeah, Saturday is coming up very
soon. Quick.
Reminders tomorrow, but other than that, just set your alarms, and we hope that everyone comes and you can get a spot if you're wanting one.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's saying, I'm scared of flying. Can I take a cruise instead? However you wish to get to Portugal is totally up to you. You know, that's your thing. Flights are not included at all. So if you want to cruise your way or fly your way, or, you know, if you're in Europe, you could drive your way. I don't know. Totally on you. So yes. Anyway, I think that's it. Okay, you guys, this has been lovely. Really good to see you. Now I've got to figure out how to end the live on YouTube because it looks very different from the other platforms. Okay, this should be fun. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Good luck. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to journey with you. And I'm just so thrilled for this trip and this destination and for the ability to connect yet again with this incredible community. You bless me beyond belief. And I hope you know that. Okay, thank you.